Can I ask a question? If your body's built up the antibodies, what's the point of the vaccination? Is that a common question? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to episode number 2. Bit of a doozy one. Currently got COVID. Roll the intro. Currently in day 14 of isolation, been blocked in this room for the past 2 weeks because I tested positive for COVID. So obviously when I tested positive, my initial reaction off the back of it was, I wasn't actually too scared about it. I sort of trust my immune system and sort of stuff like that. I don't really watch the news, so I don't really buy into the fear and all that. But I'm actually the first person I actually know that's actually caught it as well. So when I did catch it, there was no one I could sort of talk to and see what it was like. I was just kind of reading information online. But I just kind of wanted to document the journey of what it's been like. And to be honest, it hasn't been that bad. So I'm going to be doing a detailed podcast on it tomorrow. I'm going to be answering all your guys' questions. If you do have any questions, hit me up down below. So basically 2 weeks ago, I felt like I had a bit of a fever. Felt like I was a bit hungover. Got a couple friends that are 60 years old that I was meant to have a meeting with on the Thursday. So out of respect for them, I just kind of went to go get a test because obviously you got to respect your elders and they're probably a lot more at risk than someone like me. So got it, ended up being positive and just been locked down ever since. So in terms of symptoms and stuff like that, it wasn't too bad, to be honest. Like I said, I just felt like I was hungover for a day and a half, and then day 3 had a bit of a dry cough. But the rest of the time I've been 100% sweet, still been training twice a day, eating well, doing all that sort of stuff as well, still been working. To be honest, if I hadn't got the test, I just would have been carrying on around like I'm normal as well. So you get cops coming and visit you every single day, they knock on your door, they've always been super polite. They check in on you, like, are you sweet? There's people ring me up, like they'll like look out my window and you got to wave to them like you're on home detention, and you sort of got to talk to them like that. So it's been good, man. And every day 11 o'clock a nurse rings you up and sort of checks on all your symptoms. And obviously if you get in a bit of trouble, you end up in hospital, but I think for the majority of the people, I feel like you're going to be all right. So I just really wanted to make this podcast. I've actually recorded the last conversation I've had with my nurse. I get out tomorrow. I haven't had symptoms for like 12 days now. I can't pass it on. And I asked you a bunch of questions as well that I know a lot of people would be interested in hearing as well. So just wanted to put it out there. Have had COVID, recovered from it pretty easily. I know there are people that have died from it. That reality exists, but the reality of people just getting past it as well also exists as well. So just kind of want to be the first sort of normal person that, obviously if you follow me, you know who I am. So, and there's this big thing around COVID at the moment. Just wanted to really talk about it. Be doing a podcast tomorrow. Any questions? And here's the phone call.
It sounds like you're doing very well, and that everything has improved for you, which is great.
Yep.
So there's no reason why we're not able to de-isolate you tomorrow.
So I don't have to get a vaccination? Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
If your body's built up the antibodies, what's the point of the vaccination? Is that a common question? But doesn't the booster shots and vaccination, like, they don't last forever too, don't they? What would you recommend out of the AstraZeneca or the Pfizer? Is this $1 million question, is it? Alright guys, just finished editing the phone call part of it. Ryan Jackson decided not to post it because legally, like, I've recorded the conversation without her even knowing, and some really good information in there as well. So if I was a little bit more ruthless, I'd probably post it, but I will definitely talk about it in the podcast tomorrow. Had a bunch of people talking that I knew when I was ringing up on phones going, hey bro, I've got COVID, blah, 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 talking about what it's like. Same shit I'm going to be telling you guys yesterday. Hardly felt any symptoms, all that sort of stuff. But a lot of people were going to me, I wouldn't be telling people if I was you. I'd be keeping it on a low. You don't want people to treat you different. And I know there's this massive divide here with COVID at the moment. So I just really wanted to break down that wall and normalize it. And I think a lot of people are actually going to get it. I think a version of it eventually. So just kind of wanted to be the first guy that I knew that sort of talked about it and normalized it. So I'm not going to post a phone call. We'll talk about the phone call though tomorrow. She was saying some stuff and I was listening back to it and I was like, fuck, I probably shouldn't post this. Symptom free right now. I can't pass it on whatsoever. I'm going to wait 6 months for my vaccination if I do even get one or even need one. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. COVID, huh? Shutting down the whole world.
Nigga, I grew up fast, then blew up fast. Money falling out my pocket.